So Anthony Davis is proving that, yes, everything is bigger in Texas. Luka Doncic is having the greatest individual start to a season in living memory. The man is unbelievable. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We are trying to hit 12,000 by the end of the day. We're 23 off. We might be able to do it. We just might. But Luka Doncic just isn't human. Like, if you guys are seeing how they're guarding Luka, I kid you not, they are guarding Luka by denying him full court. They are denying Luka Doncic full court. And like, I'm up at 2:30 in the morning to watch him play. And the one thing I will always say when it comes to Luka, I'm like, I don't think he's. I think watching Luka as a highlights player is better than watching Luka as a basketball player, because he's perfectly fine. Like, if he's being denied full court shadowed, he's fine. Just like not touching the ball till late in the shot clock, and letting the rest of his team go 5-on-4. Go 4-on-4. But like, Luka Doncic, literally, he did this today. He did this. Lads, he did this. So, they called a timeout. He just did this. Yep, let me just chuck from 3/4 court like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. That is the type of player that Luka Doncic is. This man is magic. He had a 38, 7, and 6. And the fact is that this is a bad game for Luka Doncic. 38, 7, and 6 is considered a slow game for Luka Doncic. This is literally this is a player that is considered, it is so good that 38, 7, and 6 is on 50% shooting with 3 free throws, by the way. He had 37 points on 3 free throws. Sorry, 5. He got fouled at the end of the game. I am wrong. So 38 points. He got 36 on 3. He got fouled at the end of the game. And not only that, the guy's dunking again. Luka's dunking again, lads. Lads, Luka's dunking again. Can we just be in shock here? Luka's dunking again. He's dunking again. So like, Anthony Davis is out here piling on the weight, but Luka Doncic is dunking again. He's back dunking. Like, just everything about Luka Doncic and the Lakers is like, they're looking so good. And one of the craziest things is that if you guys watch Luka Doncic, I'm not joking when I say this, teams shadow him full court because they don't want to touch the ball. And when he touches the ball, the entire defense just collapses in to stop Luka. Like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Like, it's literally, that's what it is. The entire defense is there to stop Luka Doncic. And the Lakers won again to go to 8-3 on the season, which is exactly what you need. Like, the Spurs might lose today. The Spurs are playing the Bulls. So if the Spurs lose, they're back in as the 3rd seed at 8-3. And again, Wemby's having a Wemby game again, thank God. He's done a Wemby a few times, as in swatted a shot and then ran right back down, hit a 3 on the far end. What's Wemby shooting? 5 of 10, 3 and 5 from 3. He has 18, 5 blocks, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Jesus Christ, Wemby. But it doesn't really matter what Wemby's doing, because the Luka fella it's scary. And I get it, it's the Hornets. I get it, but it doesn't really matter. Like, you don't need to have the greatest defensive team in the world when 5 of them collapse on you. When there are 5 players collapsing on you. Like, it's not like, they don't need to all be the greatest defenders in the world. It's still 5 bodies. Like, I don't care if you're an NBA player. If I sent 5 dudes from my team to just try to go 1-on-5, it's not easy to score on 5 dudes ever. And like, what Luka Doncic is able to do is, like, he is one of the greatest offensive players in the history of the sport. Like, he is one of the greatest in the sport's history. There's no question about that. If you are doubting Luka Doncic's ability as an offensive weapon, I'd seriously question your basketball. Like, and by the way, he's not even that bad on defense anymore. Like, I'm not going to be out here and pretend like Luka Doncic is a lockdown defender or anything, because he's not. Luka Doncic is not a bad defender. He's actually just not. They still put him in actions, of course they do, because they want to tire him out. He's not a bad defender. Sorry, he's not a horrifically awful defender. He's definitely in the lower 50th%. He's in the lower, like, 50 percentage of NBA players, if we're being completely honest, in defense. That being said, we have to be very honest here. He's nowhere near as bad as people were trying to make it out. People were trying to make it out that Luka Doncic's defense is so bad that you'll just never win ever with him on your team. I'm just like, that's not the case, nor has it ever been the case with Luka Doncic. There's never been a time where Luka's been so bad on defense that you'll just never win with him. And everyone's like, oh, what about the finals in 2024? The man could not move. Like, he had one knee. Like, I'm sorry, if Luka Doncic, if an injury, absolutely. Like, not being able to win a championship with an injured Luka, absolutely is a thing. That's nothing to do with his defense. Being injured has nothing to do with his defense. And look, he is somebody that is getting better as time goes on. Like, he is just too good. He's just too good. Like, 38 points, and this is genuinely just another game. Like, he just chucked full, and just randomly in the game, he just chucks full court and makes it. He's out here dunking. Like Luka is just, the sport of basketball is just too good for this guy. Like, so he's just, the sport of basketball is too easy for him. It's just too easy. Like, does Luka Doncic have to play in a different rim? Like, you know the way, like, as a teacher, as someone who has a degree in teaching, like, differentiating outcomes is something that I never agreed with, where it's like, oh, you know, make stuff easier for some people and harder for others, and, you know, grade people based. Like, it's like, there was this weird theory where it's like, oh, in PE especially, which is one of the subjects I'm qualified to teach, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, if it's like basketball and your star player, your star basketball player, and you're teaching him PE, you have to grade him based on how good he is at basketball. So if he doesn't go 10 for 10 at the free throw line, he doesn't get an A. But if the kid who can't play basketball goes 2 for 10, he gets an A. I'm like, I never liked that. But maybe you have to differentiate based on outcome. Maybe there needs to be a league above the NBA for your Lukas, your Jokic's, your Sheas, your Anthony Edwards, your Wemby's, heck, your Josh Giddey's at this stage, whatever the hell he's been doing, like the fuckery that he's been showing the last while. And I mean, they're winning without Josh Giddey today. Jesus Christ. Trey Jones. In fairness, both I'm a big fan of both those Jones brothers, Trey and Tyus. Big fans of both them as players. But yeah, they might go and fuck about beat the Spurs. Either way, though, like, it's getting silly right now watching Luka Doncic, and I'm like, the guy just makes the sport of basketball should not be this easy to anybody. It just shouldn't. This is a game. I get it, it's a simple game, but it's not an easy game. Basketball is a simple sport. It's not an easy sport. Luka Doncic makes it look like it's an easy sport, and that is fucking scary. That is scary. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. I'll see you guys.